guys, I sure come at you today in Clash Royale. Welcome to the video, guys. Hopefully it finds you all doing well. Send some positive vibes, some love your way, especially if you need it today. If you're going through something, just know that things will change, man. Time doesn't heal all wounds, but it does sometimes alleviate the burden that we can feel on our day-to-day life, especially if you're going through something out there. Just wanted to throw some positive vibes at you guys starting out this video. I've been traveling for the last 5 days or so I missed you guys. It's been a while. Sorry for the infrequent uploads. I will get better at that here on the channel, but I came back. I was just showing this on my other channel too. I came back to a little I love you, Dad. Oh man, I'm gonna miss these days. My boy's almost 6 years old. Some of you guys, some of you OG viewers have been around since his birth, man. That's been a long time. It's a long time. I've been doing this for almost freaking 9 years here on the YouTube. Anyway, guys, enough going down memory lane. Let's talk about card evolution. What the heck is it? What do we know so far, right? Because like I said, it's been like over a week since we actually put out a video here on the channel. So let's watch this really quick 11-second teaser. It doesn't tell us much, but I do have some thoughts, right? Some clues, maybe some small ones here. So let's take a listen. I like the retro vibe, by the way. That's pretty much it. I don't even need the headphones, let's be real. So this is card evolution, right? You can see that it looks like a brand new, almost like a rarity, right? We know based on previous conversations with the developer that they had at least initially intended this new unlock of these new card abilities to come at level 15. We knew that level 15 was on the way. There has since been a massive blowback from the community on the idea of level 15, especially after all the past Royale shenanigans over the last few months here inside the game. I don't need to go ahead and rehash all of that. So it's TBD if they're going to go ahead and reevaluate level 15. What does it mean? How do we get there? Is it the same old thing as every other level? Are there different dynamics? Like, what does this mean, right? And that's all to be determined. We don't know anything about that yet, but we should be finding out soon because it's coming out in June, Card Evolution. Now, looking at these cards, there's not much to kind of pick apart here, right? Other than, you know, a new border around them, a new kind of thing at the top, obviously. Like I said, kind of looking like a new rarity, but it doesn't change the rarity of the card is my suspicion here. It just kind of upgrades the card and gives them a new ability. More on that in just a moment. One thing I do want to point out in all of the imagery that they've released so far is these gems or crystals or emeralds kind of at the top of the card. Now, I think that probably means something, just don't know what yet. Does that mean that there's a new currency in the game? You know, they said there's going to be a whole new way to play Clash Royale. Does this mean that this is coming with a new game mode? Or does it mean that this is just simply the same old cards with a new little ability and the same old way to play Clash Royale? I'm on the fence on that one. I really think, I'm just going to go on the record right now and we'll revisit this and we'll see what I say. But I really think that in order for this to land, they really need to take a hard look at the level 15, you know, mechanic. You know, are they adamant about bringing that to the game? And if so, how can they make that process of another level? How can they make that at all digestible by the player base, right? How can they alleviate the backlash that they know is going to be coming if they announce that, you know? So, but going back to my main point, I think that for this update to be a success, it needs to come with just more than a little new thing that the cards can, than a select few cards can do, especially if that entails upgrading them to a new level. Needs to be some sort of new gaming experience mode inside the game. And you know what, guys? I've always been an optimistic dude here, right? Why change now other than the last few updates? But why change now? I think that I'm going to say glass half full, and I'm going to say that there is going to be a cool new mode or something that comes to the game with these cards. If so, I will be very, very happy. Then they tease this silhouette of these champions here. These look to be, or excuse me, these just cards, right? Characters, if you will. It looks like these are going to be kind of the first cards to get evolution, or some of the first cards. Obviously, we can see in the responses, well, you guys can't see, but Essentially, we're looking at, you know, a Firecracker, obviously, Skeleton, Barbarian as well. It's going to be pretty interesting. What is this, a Royal Giant over here on the right? I guess it's Royal Giant. So, okay, that's going to be the first batch of cards, it looks like. And then they teased this yesterday, confirming that the Barbarian is going to be one of the cards that you're going to be able to evolve in the game. Again, though, this is what kind of like got me thinking about the initial teaser. These crystals or whatever, right? Emeralds, crystals, what are they called? I don't know. Whatever these things are, though, I think that's got to play a part of it because it kind of fits the whole motif that they're going for here. This really 80s vibe, this retro vibe. But I think there's more to it, just intuition here on these images, right? They're usually known for teasing. Can you see anything else in this image that might be like in the background here? I mean, to me, I don't know. To me, I don't really. Let's see some of the comments on this. Here I am reading it without you guys, right? Is evolution only for for the 5 barbarians or for all the barbarian cards? Only the barbarian cards, says Max. I gave a little He-Man, no big deal. For the low price of only $70. You fell off. All fun and games until we get Ice Hound in the game. Oh my. By the power of Grayskull. Let's see. Bring back the reward chest for 2v2, the #1 comment. So yeah, not a ton of additions here, really. People, you know, people kind of saying the same thing here. So nothing really momentous to add to the conversation there. But I will show you this, right? On Reddit, we saw this, and this is the first thing that I thought of as well here. Let's go ahead and give a little bit of credit to Abnov23. So they're just adding super troops from Clash of Clans. Well, they basically circle it. It does really line up, except for, again, I'm pointing out the emerald or the crystal or whatever, right? That's the only real difference that we see here between this super troop from Clash of Clans with the special ability Rage. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the crystal or the emerald has to do with the resources required to use the card. Maybe it's the resources required to activate the special ability that's coming with the evolved card, or maybe it's the resources required to upgrade the card to begin with. But either way, I'm thinking that it's actually going to mirror something like the special abilities from super troops inside Clash of Clans. So for example, the Barbarian has a special ability Rage. Speed and damage are increased for the first 8 seconds. To me, that makes all the sense in the world of exactly what they're going with here, right? You guys agree, disagree? To me, again, I mean, I don't have to make this video super, super long, but I do want to read a few of the reactions here. Would not be surprised if this is the case. Clash Royale is really trying to replicate COC, whether it's level 15, Town Hall 15 in Clash of Clans, or adding champions/heroes to the game. Nothing bad. It is they actually put some effort instead of doing the bare minimums, putting price tags on everything. Level 15 Clash Royale has nothing to do with level 15 in Clash of Clans. The only similarity is the number, which just happens to be a coincidence. The reason level 15 is being added is because there's another way for Supercell to make more money. So, guys, I think most of the comments are going to be, you know, around this same kind of thing, right? If the evolved versions are more powerful versions of the regular card, this update will be a major fail. If the evolved versions are completely different cards that you can swap between regular and evolved version, then the update will be okay. There's not yet enough info to judge this update will be good, but level 15 is coming, so I really don't care about evolved cards at all because level 15 is going to be such a bummer, especially if now that they already nerfed Pass to the ground. Spoiler will be a lame implementation, poorly thought out and polished, unbalanced, just made to try to revive a dead game. So, do you agree with No Glass 5423, guys? I disagree. I mean, I agree and I disagree, right? Because I said it earlier. For me, there needs to be a whole new game mode as well. Like, you know, something that ties into this, right? Something that ties into this when it comes to gameplay. That's what I want to see. We've been asking for years and years and years and years in the game. But I also do think that No Glass brings up a very good point. If it's just a more powerful version, stat-wise, it's not going to be, right? But let me throw it to you guys to end this, right? No Glass 5423, would he be satisfied with Rage? Would that just be an upgraded version of the cards that we already have? Would that satisfy his, you know, his requirements here of a new strategy, a new or completely different card that you swap between regular and evolved versions? I don't think so. I don't think that would satisfy, because I don't think they're going to be completely different cards that you swap between regular and evolved. But maybe I'm totally wrong. What do you guys think? One thing I will say is that he's right. There's not enough info to judge this update will be good. And even level 15 coming, I want to see how things play out here before I overreact either way. Not that I'm going to be jumping for joy for level 15, but I do want to see the rest of the information. But I thought that I would update you guys on everything that we know so far, which isn't a ton. But I especially want to leave it on what does this update need to be for you to call it a success as it pertains to level 15 and as it pertains to card evolution. And are you with me that you want to see more in terms of the gameplay experience, or would you be satisfied just with a very cool card evolution? Let me throw one last hypothetical at you. Card evolution, but at level 14. Let's say they didn't add level 15. Would you be satisfied with even that? Which I don't think is going to happen, but let me just ask you that way. So guys, a lot to kind of think about here, but we should be getting a lot more information over the next week or two, I would imagine here. So keep your eyes peeled. I will give my opinions on everything, share the news on everything pertaining to card evolution as we go here. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.